Hi there. Today I'm going to talk to you about what an operations manual is and why you need one for your business. So, what really is an operations manual? Basically, it houses all of the systems of your business. So, every piece of your business goes into this operations manual. It's basically the backbone of how your company runs. So, what are some benefits? Why do you want to have an operations manual? You want to make sure that you actually have your systems written down before bringing on any team members. This is going to help the process so much because then you can just onboard them and point them in the right direction and tell them what to work on. You don't have to waste the time actually explaining it to them and walking them through it. The process is already written down. Another benefit is you won't find yourself skipping steps of a process or forgetting to do things. Sometimes we publish a blog post and then the next day realize we forgot to promote it on Twitter. So you have everything written down, you just glance through it as you go and keep up with your systems to make sure that you aren't skipping anything. Another huge benefit is you get to see any bottlenecks or holdups in your system. So if you're working on something, you might realize that 5 steps of your process don't need to be there and they're really just taking up time and slowing you down. So it can help you save time by auditing these systems and seeing what's really helping, make the process move along and what's helping you get things published and get things done. Sometimes we might find ourselves spending so much time on something that really isn't helping our bottom line or helping us really move the needle along. So what you want to do is write down your systems step by step in your operations manual. Now, a couple ways you can do this are Google Drive and Google Sites. Those are really popular with my clients, and I use Google Sites personally for my operations manual. For Google Drive, if you choose to go that route, basically you set up one main folder. So this would be entitled Operations Manual. Then you want to create all your subfolders for your systems. You might have a blog post system, a podcast system, and these are all going to have their own separate folders. Now, let's say you have a folder for your clients. All your client work, all the systems are in this folder. So you open that folder up and you create separate documents for each system that makes up everything you do for your clients. So you may have a document in that folder for onboarding, sending weekly reports. You may have one for offboarding or sending the monthly invoices. You want to have a document for each one of those so that people aren't scrolling through tons of things. They can just find what document and what system they need and they're all set. Now, Google Sites is really cool and not many business owners are using it. And I think it's because they really don't know what it does. So imagine you just have this virtual book and there's an index basically on the front page and you list all of your systems and you can create the subfolders in here too, but it's a drop-down menu. So instead of having to open different folders, you're just 1 or 2 clicks away from all of your systems. You choose what the main category is. So let's say it's podcasts and recording your podcast and uploading your podcast. You click on that podcast drop down and it will show all the different systems that take place in your podcasting system. And they can go right there. Your team members will know exactly where to go and everything's right there. It's super easy for them to flip through. I think the best way to describe it is a virtual book. You're just able to flip right through the chapters and go right to your systems, and it makes the process really easy and quick to find everything. Now, I've recently started using Trello a ton for my business, and I'm really loving it, especially for keeping track of my systems, making sure I'm completing things. So something I love to do, and a little trick to do in Trello, is to take these systems that you wrote down in bullet points, however you wrote them, and copy it, and then bring it over to Trello and create a new checklist for this system. So let's say client onboarding. You just paste all of the steps there, hit enter in the checklist, and it adds checkboxes to each line. So you have it all in there. So if you do want to send that task off to another team member, or you're just going through it, on a daily or weekly basis, whenever you're ready to work on that process, you just assign a card to yourself. So your podcasting or your client onboarding. You assign that to yourself and then add that checklist in and just go straight down. And then if anything ever changes, head back over to your operations manual, update it, and you can update your checklist as well. So it's really easy and just makes the process of working and running your business so much easier. So start working on creating your business manual. It doesn't matter if you're a one-woman show or have a team of 10, write down your systems. It's going to make everything so much easier for you.